Hello, beautiful Leo. How are you this week? Thank you so much for joining me on my channel, Green Line Goddess. This is your weekly read using the Mythic Tarot cards, stories of the Greek myths. So what can we get for the beautiful Leos this week? And it goes without saying, this is also a general read for you guys. So let's get straight into it. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Now, I think with the Five of Pentacles, I'm getting that you might be have had some financial struggles. I just get financial struggles, difficulties. And I feel like you're leaving, this situation's finally leaving you. I feel like this is something that's been on your mind, something you've been struggling with for a while. But with the Knight of Cups coming in, there's some sort of offer. There's going to be some sort of offer coming through for you guys this week. And it could be related to a Pisces, because this Knight of Cups is sometimes a Pisces card. But I just get this sense of this has been overhanging you for a while. This kind of stress and financial pressure, and this feeling of not having enough. It feels like a lack of abundance. So I feel like that something's going to come in this week. There's going to be an offer coming through. And, oh, okay, your fortune is about to change. My goodness. Well, it's all sounding very positive, Leo. Your fortune is about to change. The wheel is turning in your direction. And I feel like this is you, actually. I feel like things are going up. Things are on the up. I feel like the wheels turn. I can't do this backwards. I never can. But I feel like this character's going up. I can't do it. That character's going up. And just, I'm really drawn to the fact it's just been holding on. It's just this sense of just kind of hanging in there. But I feel like the wheel's turning and things are turning upwards for you. So I think especially related to your finances, okay, and opportunities. And here we have the World, okay, so positive, amazingly positive. And the fact that we've got this circular kind of motion, we've got some moons happening, the new moon happening, the beginning of a new cycle. The World represents completion, okay? I feel like it's just that cycle of struggle as finally completed, and whatever it is that you needed to learn within that cycle is over. I feel like there's been a unity, there's been a joining, there's been a learning. It's kind of all come together. And so with the World, it ends, but it's also a beginning at the same time. It's an ending and a beginning. So it's a completion of one cycle, but it also means it's the start of a new cycle. You see the shape of the snake it's kind of eating its own tail, so it begins where it ends. It begins where it ends. It keeps going around and around and around. The World is the shape of an egg. It's like the beginning of a new cycle as well. So, but I just definitely get it's the ending of that cycle, that you're in a big energetic ending of those financial worries. So very, very positive for you guys, Leo. And here we have the Magician. This is Hermes, and I just get new possibilities. And I'm really drawn to the caduceus down here. Again, the snake. So the completion, we've got the two snakes coming in. And this snake here represents the Kundalini energy. So I think the completion of the World, the energy of this snake energy here, the completion, the circle that's kind of continually going around and around and around. But whatever healing you have achieved from this, the Kundalini energy has kind of been rising within you, Leos. And the fire at the end of it has been lit. And inspiration. There's possibilities, new possibilities with this offer. There's confidence. I feel like you're stepping into new territory. I feel like this change that you've been so desiring for a very long time is finally going to sort of manifest this week. You're finally going to feel like you can touch it. I'm just really drawn to this one finger. It's like, oh, you can almost touch it. It's almost there. So I feel like it's so close now. So close. just as I said that, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is slow moving energy. So it's saying you're very close, but it's still moving slowly, very grounded, saying take care of yourself, take care of your physical body, nurture yourself, because I feel like this is a preparation phase, but it's necessarily going slow. It's like you can see you received an opportunity, you can see it, but it's kind of going at the pace it's meant to go at, which can be frustrating for Leos. But the Ten of Cups, this is long-term happiness. So it's saying this is where you're going towards, long-term happiness. So it is going to be a slow journey. It's not going to go bang, suddenly you've got it tomorrow. It's moving towards a longer goal. And this can represent partnership as well. So it can be you're moving towards something with your partner. In terms of, if you're in a relationship, this can be resolving the issues within your relationship in terms of finances, in terms of it's going to free up the relationship between you and this other person. Relieving that financial stress is really just leading you towards long-term goals, and that can definitely be related to a partner as well. I just get this sense of taking the pressure off. So definitely extremely positive this week, Leos. And here we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is an Aries card, because you can see the little rams on the throne. But it also reminds me so much of the Leo energy as well. It sort of feels like it's Leo and Aries combined, because she's such a sensual queen. She's very much about her body, and we had the Knight of Pentacles, which was about taking care of your body, and she's also taking care of her finances. She has the pentacle in one hand, and she has the grapes in the other. She's creating abundance in her world, and she's also looking after herself. So I feel like it's very strongly saying this is happening in Aries season. The Aries energy in this Aries new moon as well is actually going to bring in this new energy for you. And it just feels, I keep getting this sensuality, connecting with your body, caring for your body, feeling really, I just go like this, just enjoying your body, basically. And the Two of Swords is basically saying that this is Arestus, and there's conflict between his parents, and he's not wanting to, he's got his hands on his ears. The swords are representing thoughts. They can represent conflict between two people. It could represent conflict between parents, quite literally. But it's a conflict that you're not wanting to acknowledge. With all of this that's happened, there's some sort of conflict that, you're not wanting to, will arise, that you're not going to want to acknowledge. So I'm going to pull just one more card about that before we pull our final card. And it's the Four of Cups. So it's basically feeling that you've got these emotional foundations within your life and your relationship, but there's something you're a little bit bored or dissatisfied. There's something that you could be working on. There's something that, this will make sense for each of you differently, but it's this sense of, just a little bit dissatisfied with something. So there's an offer coming in, it's very slow moving, that could actually be making you dissatisfied. It could be that this kind of offers moving you to a new space where you're not sure. You're not sure, but it's this sense of this new thing that's coming into your life. You're not quite, it's kind of moving things a little bit. So I think it's putting you into a comfort zone that you're feeling a bit dissatisfied in certain areas, especially on an emotional level, on the heart level. So it's kind of going to push you out of your comfort zone a little bit. So I'm just going to pull one last card just to kind of clarify this. So we have, yeah, this is Athena, the goddess of truth and wisdom coming in. She's got her Ace of Swords. It's a new way of thinking. It's a new idea. It's a new way of seeing a situation, but it can also be that you're a little bit too chilly. It's this double-edged sword that you could be saying things that are just a little bit sharp. Could be true, but sharp. Has the possibility to hurt the other person when you're feeling a little bit like the grumbly lion that's not quite happy within a situation, because you can almost touch it, you can almost feel the change, the offer's there, but it's like, so there'll be some sort of conflict that you won't necessarily want to acknowledge, but it will cause this dissatisfaction. It's like almost like the caged lion. So just be careful with your words this week, Leo. You could be saying things to people, just those closest to you, that could hurt, because it could be frustrating. The situation could be frustrating because of the slow moving energy. I think it's just frustrating because it's almost like you can touch it, almost like you can feel it, but it's still moving slowly. Oh, it's frustrating. But the message is that yes, it is. There's a long-term plan happening here related to your long-term happiness. So what can we get for the Leo? A little final parting message from your soul, from up above, from the divine energies, whatever that you call it. I call it the soul. What can we get for Leos as a final parting message? I was just getting the words frustration and we got the devil card. Okay, so this is the devil card. It's this sense of frustration. You're going to feel a little bit bound in a situation where you want your freedom and you're feeling stuck. You're feeling bound still within a situation. And so I just, what am I getting from this card? I'm getting Pan dancing to his own tune. So what I'm getting from this is that Pan is like your soul energy. It's got its plan and it's got its timeline, and you're kind of wanting to dance to your own timeline. You've got your own thing, like you want it happening sooner than what the up above energies have it planned for you, and so you're feeling a little bit bound and stuck. But it's kind of saying there is a higher purpose, there's a whole higher reason for this. Your soul has got its timeline and you've got your timeline, and that's where that frustration and conflict is, because it's going slower than what you want it to go. So I hope that makes sense for you guys, Leo. And if you'd like to hear more, please subscribe, because I will be uploading these at the same time each week. And if not, like or leave a comment, that'd be great as well. And have a great week. Bye.